University Hospital live on News Now from Fox.
Thank you very much.
Up the laboratory here.
There we go. There we go. Precious cargo.
Yes.
When did it arrive? Just last night or?
Yesterday.
Yes.
Smoothly, the courier came straight to the pharmacy and was received in pharmacy.
Okay.
We inspected the box to
Mhm.
ensure that there's no leakages or breakages around it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we opened the box.
And you know, here's the interesting thing, we get an alert in my command center. Was that the first time you opened the box, or did you open it yesterday?
We opened it yesterday.
So we actually get an alert,
Right.
because everything is so sensitive in terms of the tracking. It'll show us box opened at Georgetown MedStar.
Yes, perfect.
Unstable live picture here, everybody, but we're going to continue to watch.
Right.
So it stops transmitting data.
And then we get that alert, right.
That's perfect.
Yes. Excursion. Did you, can I good day, because I have someone physically. Okay, perfect.
Nicely and deeply conditioned. We lift it up.
Okay.
And since this place is vented, we can just open it and let the CO2 evaporate. And then we use the box and get the product out. We inspect the product to ensure that all the inside valves are in there. And then we take it up straight to the portion closed. We can show you that.
Great. And that 30 to 90 minutes to thaw, correct?
Yeah.
For you to
Yeah,
dispense?
30 minutes outside at room temperature.
Okay.
And then 2 to 3 hours in the fridge.
Okay.
To thaw. And then once it thaws, it's good for 5 days.
In the fridge.
Once you reconstitute it, it's good for 6 hours.
Okay, so 6 hours once you put the diluent in?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the other side of operationalizing it, to know that you're ready to actually get that in the
Exactly. Well, as the health commissioner down.
All right, everybody, if you want to talk about live, raw, unfiltered, unedited, behind the scenes, you're looking at it right here on News Now from Fox. Likely the crew out here at Georgetown University Hospital is using what we call a live view backpack in order to provide the live images. They're walking around. It's based off cell phone coverage, so it's not the best, a little bit spotty in terms of audio and picture, but we're going to stick with this. Because this is major news here in the U.S. The Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar is witnessing vaccinations being administered. So we're going to walk with them. We're going to hang out. But this is what we mean when we say unfiltered right here on News Now from Fox.
Thank you.
You okay?
So this is an active lab, this is the main lab.
I know, I was gonna say, but sure. I'm gonna bring them in and I'm gonna text them.
This is where they're stored. This is the detail.
Ah, there we go again.
Jeff's gonna give you a
All right.
tour of the.
Would you like me right here beside it? Okay, perfect. Good morning. Morning. How are you? Good morning.
So the great thing about this system is you have a continuous monitoring system.
Right.
Right. Each level of the
So minus 78 C right now. Wow. And of course, you, being a major lab, you had this equipment. You didn't, right?
Yes.
This is something you do.
Yes,
Right.
we had to buy across the system.
Right.
We had
Some
community
extra.
hospitals,
Yeah,
not just
yeah.
like that. So we bought what we didn't have. And we have 10 minutes to keep it outside.
That makes okay. All right. Look at that. They are. Look at that. Really a little life-saving.
Sure.
It's just in that box.
It's like liquid gold.
It's liquid gold. Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Got it right there.
It is. It's moving to see it in person. Right.
Yeah,
Really special. Part of your life works, Mr. Secretary.
The whole team, everybody,
Yeah, it is.
and all our clinical trial volunteers.
Incredible technology. And you'll get an opportunity to see it now, actually go into delivering into healthcare here in ours.
So, so could you tell me a bit as a pharmacist about the extraction process? Just I think it'd be helpful to have you explain just how that works. This is something you do every day.
That's correct. Yeah. So the volume we use to go each vial is 1.8 liters. And once you mix it up, then the real dose is 30 micrograms at 0.3 milliliters. And you draw that up.
Yeah. But that.
Reconstitute it in 6 hours.
But that process of adding a diluent to a lyophilized vaccine, this is something that pharmacists, pharmacy techs do all the time,
Yep.
right?
And also even nurses.
And nurses, right. So this is, I think we need to, it's important for people to know that this is just part of the regular practice of vaccines. That one wants to talk about cold storage. We do vaccines all the time, hundreds of millions of vaccines in this country. We know how to do this. Exactly.
It's very routine. And the syringe size is a 1 ml syringe. The dose is 0.3, just like a measles syringe.
And did you get your kit from the McKesson shipment of the kit arrive well?
Yeah, right. 1 day before.
Perfect. Good.
No, it's a special moment and it's a unique moment because of obviously the coronavirus, but everything else, what America's hospitals, pharmacists and nurses and physicians.
Very
That's where America's coming.
And I think that's the important thing because we really try to leverage what works, don't build something separate and different because this country knows how to deliver vaccines. And so use that system. Great.
Terrific.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. Well, let's go see it. Actually, take
All right.
care of healthcare heroes.
You bet. Let's do it.
Secretary Mike, see you later.
No.
Thank you, everyone.
Where do we go?
Thank you all very much.
No, we're going to the vaccine.
Yeah, which is silly because he was obviously.
I know, but that's what she said. That was a good fight, but whatever.
You're right.
got a little bit of time to take some of you on a 2-minute commercial break here on News Now from Fox. We're walking along with HHS Secretary Alex Azar at Georgetown University Hospital in D.C.
Hi, good morning.
Hey guys, how are you?
Check in our patients. Dave is helping out here. Secretary coming in here. So this is our vaccination clinic here. So we've got this set up. Obviously, we can care for a certain number of associates at one time, just given the space. But we have a system where they can check in and quickly get over here and get their vaccine. And
Would this be where you would do your normal like employee health flu vaccination clinics, or do you do a different type of setup?
actually, this is a conference room,
Oh,
usually
okay.
served,
All right.
repurposed
All right.
just for this.
Okay.
Given its central location in the organization and its availability, and so the team has worked over these last weeks, once we know it's coming, to design this
Great.
and to build all the protocols and to work to get our associates signed up. And as you said, we actually now have over 2,700
Yep,
of our
2,700.
associates signed up, so that's improving and increasing every day.
And the intensity of numbers, 2,700, you need a space like this to move through.
Just
A
like
lot of
this.
the occupational health sites are small.
Okay.
Flu happens
And
in a
keep
different
this,
way.
and keep the distance and
That's
everything,
it.
right?
That's right.
And we plan to get through those 2,700
Yeah.
in 5 days.
I bet you will.
Yes.
Quickly. We have lots of
No dust on those boxes,
We're
right?
not returning any.
No returns.
That's right.
Good.
Well, let me introduce you, if I could,
Yes,
to
please.
some of those who are vaccinating, and our first that will receive vaccinations here at MedStar Georgetown. So Donna here is one of our
Hi, Donna.
nurses.
Good to
and
see you. Hello. How are you about to? Are you?
Nice to meet you.
Hi, what's your name?
Andrea.
Andrea.
Nice to meet
Are
you.
you an RN? Excellent.
Yes, works in labor and delivery.
Labor, yes.
And of course, that's where we want to make sure that all of our associates are safe as patients come in, and we don't know if they're positive or not. So, and Andrea is a wonderful nurse, takes care of high-risk moms and high-risk babies for us. So, and will be our first here
Excellent.
at MedStar
Excellent.
Georgetown. So,
Any hesitation? Did you have any hesitation signing up?
No, I mean, I think we've had such a great team with
Yeah.
educating us ahead of time on everything, so everyone was on board as
Right.
soon as we heard that the vaccinations were available, so, yeah.
Sounds like really high demand.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you have any kind of computer algorithm or anything to help with risk assessment of this of all the team members that signed up?
We did, so actually looked at a whole variety of things. We actually built a stratification model, Mr. Secretary, recognizing in the early phases, the allotments and the allocations would still be not enough for all of our healthcare workers. So using CDC guidance, National Academy of Guidance, and also the State of Maryland and the District of Columbia, actually built a very clear, clean, first priority, phase 1, highest, intermediate, and low risk. So it stratified all of those in addition to the other things like over the age of 60, other comorbidities, so we could make sure that we got to those individuals first.
Great, great.
Oh, wonderful.
okay. Well, Donna and Andrea, are you ready?
Yeah,
Great.
let's do it.
So you've got that vaccination card there, right? The white card.
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be your own personal record, just for your own use, and it also will it have on there when to come back?
Yes,
A reminder.
it looks like it has the dates here for first dose and
Yes.
second dose.
Yeah, exactly. And on the back, a recommended reminder, I think, on the back there, back side of that. But again, that's for your personal convenience. I think a lot of people worry about. Wow. How'd it feel?
Better than the flu shot, actually.
Better than the flu shot. Better than wow. Better than the flu shot. Wow.
Well, that works, Mr. Secretary.
Yes.
Let's get that message out.
Andrea, just a little reminder of today
so much.
with the Public Health Service seal on it also.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Mr. Secretary, if I could introduce you to our second to receive here.
Donna, thank you.
Thank you.
Leon here is going to be our nurse who's going to provide the vaccination to Liz, who
Liz?
works in our emergency department and has been here many years at MedStar Georgetown and is a clinical support
nice to meet
technician in the ED.
Great. And Leon? Great, great. RN? LPN, great.
Leon, too, was in our student health department and
Okay.
redeployed to do this, and has been doing this for the last 10 months, helping us.
Great.
From redeployed to doing all the important work every day.
Amen. Yes.
That's the healthcare heroes across the country, and certainly here.
Are you on shift today, Liz?
Yes.
Are you nervous at all about getting the vaccine?
Not about getting the vaccine,
Okay.
no.
No, okay.
Maybe about all of us standing here watching you.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Can you remind me, each vial has how many in it? 5 doses? Yes. 5 doses.
Sometimes 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a I'll be already around it. You should use this on those. So just relax your arm as much as you can. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. And done.
Liz, how'd it feel?
I wonder if I could barely feel it.
Barely feel it.
It was really, it was nothing.
Not even as much as the flu shot?
No, no.
No, not even as much as it. Wow. Wow.
Actually really impressed by it. Didn't,
That's
you
amazing.
barely knew it was even being done.
Great.
Good to hear. All right.
Thank you so much.
Liz, just a little memento for today. This
Thank
historic
you so
day.
much. I appreciate
No. Hey, thank you for doing this. Thank you for all the heroic work you do every day here.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Thank you for taking care of so many.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right.
And thank you for doing this.
Mr. Secretary, thank you for making all this possible.
Oh, well, the whole team. Thank you.
Really, just great to have you here. Thank you so much for your presence and all your support.
Just delighted, and it's just great to see these frontline heroes. Hi. Candy?
Our
Candy?
third, yes.
Oh, okay. Am I going to get to see Candy get it done?
Sure, if you'd
Okay.
like to,
Yeah.
Mr. Secretary,
Okay.
absolutely. Candy's an ICU nurse.
Oh, great.
And actually, early on in COVID, was redeployed to take care of COVID patients. Usually he's in the neuro ICU and taking care of some of the sickest patients we had early on in March and in April.
Well done. Another. You feel okay?
Feel fine.
That's great.
Great. Good.
Really
Well, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Give you a little souvenir of today. Oh, that's right. Why don't you let's get the Band-Aid on there first. Candy, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for everything you do.
Thank you.
All right. Wow. Wonderful.
There, take for a second.